Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm doing this requested video of how I make my tray charms, which is these designer charms, using my Cricut Explore Air machine. So I'm going to show you step by step how I do it. I'm not a professional or anything like this. I am still learning, but I'm just going to try to make this as simple or just how I do mine, okay? Like I said, I'm not no professional. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing, when you get your Cricut machine, they should have told you to download this app, which is mine is Cricut Design Space. I believe it's all Cricut Design Space. But before we go into that program, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I get my design. So I'm just using Google, okay? Google. So I'm going to type in, let's type in Chanel logo, okay? And then I'm going to go to wallpaper, which is right here, and click on that. And you can scroll down and look for the image that you want to copy to your machine, to your computer. Let's go with this one. That's a cute image right here. So I'm just going to save it to my computer. And just save image as. I'm just going to just call it C. And we're just going to save it as C. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is find your image and download it to save it to your computer. Okay, so we have the image that we're going to use just for this particular video. So I'm going to minimize my screen. And then I'm going to open up my Cricut Space Design, which is right here, but I already have it open already. Okay, so this is how your screen will look once you open up your Cricut Design Space. So the first thing you want to do is go to your uploads. That's right over here. Let me see. Right over there. So I'm going to click that. And then I do have images already saved on my computer, but I'm going to go to the image that I saved with you guys. So I'm going to upload my image. Click on that. And then I'm going to hit browse. And I hope you guys can see, and I hope I'm not going too fast. Or too slow in that matter. My computer is acting really slow. So I'm going to find the image that I saved, which I called it C, which is right here. I'm going to click on the image, which is right here. And then at the bottom of the screen, I'm just going to hit open. Okay, so that is my image that I saved. So it says you can select the image type, one of these threes. I just keep it simple, but like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm still learning how to work my Cricut machine. But for now, we're just going to do the simple. And then I'm going to click on simple and then hit continue there. Okay, that's my image. If you wanted to select and erase, you would just click on the areas, the image you want to remove. So say if I didn't want this, I will click on it, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to hit continue. Click on continue. And that's my image. So it would say you can name and tag your image. I'm just going to leave it as C just for this video purpose only. And I'm just going to hit save. I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to hit save to my Cricut Design Space. And as you can see right there, my image saved to the my Cricut Design Space. So that way I won't have to go back to my computer to look for it. It's already in my Cricut Design Space area. So what I'm going to do is click on the design And then I'm going to go ahead and insert image to my space in my design where we're going to be working at. I'm just waiting till it load up. Okay, now that is, of course, you know, is way too big. So I'm just going to scroll down. Wait a minute. Scroll down a little bit. Where is it at? Click on it because it's way too big. Now, you see this unlock bar right here? You click on that, and then you can go right up here to the width and the height up here. You can change that. So I'm just going to make it to 4 and 4 and hit enter. And it will resize my image. I don't need it too big, okay? Or I could have just used the arrows to drag it back and forth like that. But it was too big, so I just changed the height. Okay? So, now you know your tray charms is 25 mm, like 1 inch. Okay? So that's the size I'm going to make this once I cut out my shape. So the first thing you're going to do is go over here to your shapes and click on it, and the box will pop up with all your shapes. So I'm going to do circle, and my circle came up. So I'm going to put it right in the middle of the image, right? As you can see right there. So the next thing, I'm going to go outside of the area to select all of it, just like that. Okay? So that means everything, the box and the circle is selected. Okay? So down in the corner, down here, I'm going to go ahead and slice it, which is right here. I'm going to slice my image. Now it's sliced. So I'm going to move the circle. I'm going to exit out because I don't need this circle anymore. So I'm going to click off. Then I'm going to move my background, which is this. I don't need that anymore. And I'm going to close that out. Now I have my design in the circle. Okay. So the next step you want to do is select your circle. You're going to go down here and do the unlock. In order to size your circle, you have to click the unlock button. Okay, so now I want it to be 1 inch. So I'm going to go up here to my size, my width and height up here, and I'm going to size it to 1 inch, 1 by 1. And you see how it changed? Boom, that's your tray charm size, where you don't have to cut it down or anything like that. You already sized it to what you want it to have. Okay, so now if you want to make duplicates of this, is already selected. You'll just select it, and up here, let me see. I hope you guys can see that. Over here, it say duplicate, and if I want to duplicate, I'll just click how many times I want to duplicate the image, and as you can see, it's coming up. Why is my stuff freezing like this? So, and you basically just move your images. Okay, and that's how you get duplicate. You don't have to do it anymore. It's already done. It's already sized or whatever. It's just like that. I don't need these, so I'm just gonna delete them. Okay, so I'm gonna do it again, but this time I'm gonna use a square. So I'm gonna go back to where it say upload down here. I'm going to select the same image. Remember, the first time we went to upload image, we don't have to do that no more because it's saved into your Cricut design space. So I'm just going to click that, and then I'm going to insert image again. Okay. Once it's downloaded to your Cricut machine, you don't have to do all the simple is already on your computer. It's already on your Cricut design space. You don't have to do all that anymore. So that's the good thing about it. So I'm going to have to resize this again. So I'm going to go to the bottom, select it. Where's my... Okay, unlock it, and then I'm going to do it 4 by 4 just so I can work with it, okay? So that's my image. Make it a little bigger for you guys can see. Then I'm going to go to my shapes, and this time I'm going to select my square. I'm going to move my square over my image, center. I'm going to go outside of the box and only select what I'm working with, just like that. Remember, I'm going to go over here to slice it in a corner, which is down here. Slice it. Wait till it slice. And it always tell you what you're doing over here. Okay? So now I'm going to move the square. I don't need that anymore. So I'm going to X that out. And I'm going to move the background and X that out. Now I'm working just with this square. So I'm going to unlock it by clicking on it. Going up to my width and height. And I'm going to change it to 1 by 1. And that's the size that you will need to make your tray charms. So I have my circle and I have my square. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do, I'm only going to just print out these two just for the purpose of the video. Now let's go ahead and make it. Okay, so let me just move you up. I hope you guys can see. It's in the corner right here, it say make it. So I'm going to click on make it. I have to move my light for you guys can see. So now we're ready to make it. Let me move you up so you can see. So we're going to click on make it and then let it come up. Okay, so now this is how your screen should look. Where's my images at? Okay, sorry, my computer's just going slow tonight, but that's how your computer should look, just like that. Okay, so now I am ready to start cutting, and I'm going to go ahead and hit my continue button at the bottom and go to continue. So now we have to print it. So we're going to send to printer because we got to print the image out first. Okay, so I'm going to let that load up. While that is loading up, this is the type of paper that I use. It's nothing fancy. I just use some HP photo paper. That is all. And it's just 8 by 5 by 11 inches. And it's just HP photo paper. That is what I'm using now. Okay. So I'm letting that load up. And then I'm going to send it to my printer. Okay, now you're going to find the printer that you wanted to send it to. I have my paper already in my printer. I select the printer I'm using. Okay, so this is my image and this is how it printed. I already used this before, but I'm just using this for, you don't want to be wasteful. So I'm going to go ahead and put this paper on my mat. So right now I'm going to move my computer. No, I'm just going to put my image on my mat. Just move the computer. Don't mind my mat. It's kind of dirty. So you want to line it up to right. And make sure it's flat. Just like so. Okay. Let me turn you guys to my machine. Hope you guys can see. And, okay, so let me turn it. I already have my machine hooked up to my computer. Now, what I am doing is lining it where it's supposed to be. If you have a Cricut, you should automatically, you should know how to work it by now if you're watching this. So, let me push it back some. Okay. So I have everything lined up like it's supposed to be. The next thing, I'm going to hit my... Okay, I already selected and put it on my mat. So I'm going to hit the button and let it scan. So now I'm just going to cut. It says cutting. So I'm going to take it off. Go ahead and move hit finish on my computer. So basically the machine cut it. All you do is just popping it off the paper. If you guys can see, easily popping it off the paper. And there you go. Already cut for you. So I hope you guys, this is as simple as I can get this video. I hope you enjoy watching. If you have any questions, like I said, I'm not a pro, but I will do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I holla. Peace.